Politics, health, and recovery collide. Hear what is behind the two lawsuits Iowa's governor faces for her COVID-19 policies. Plus, an Iowan who's had the year of presidents during his time in 80 countries will share where Afghanistan and Vietnam are similar. And in the Insider's Quick Six, the next great advancement in feeding the world.
From your local election headquarters, this is the Insiders with Dave Price.
Two lawsuits named Iowa's governor for her handling of the COVID-19 health and economic crisis. Now, most students can no longer be required by their school districts to wear masks to prevent the spread of the virus. A Council Bluffs parent is suing the governor because she fears for her twin boys' safety. The governor required masks last year in some settings, but now says it should be a family's choice. Three other Iowans joined a separate suit because of this announcement by the governor that took effect in June.
It's been over a year and it's much different than it was when we entered into this pandemic, and it's time to let some of those programs go.
3 months before they were set to expire, the governor ended that $300 a week additional federal payment to the unemployed. She's now one of 11 governors facing lawsuits for similar decisions. 3 unemployed Iowans are suing to get their benefits restored.
We are one of many, and that's because the United States Congress passed the CARES Act, where there was a Democratic House, a Republican Senate, and a Republican President that all thought these benefits were necessary.
Our lawsuit is not seeking pain and suffering. We're just trying to get a temporary injunction to get these people the money they were promised by the state, get it back into them so that way they can go about their lives, pay for their rent, pay for their mortgage, pay for their grocery bills. That's what we're trying to do.
She gave a decree. She gave a decree from above, not based on reality, not based on caring about people that really needed this money, just on a thought that maybe some people just weren't looking hard enough for work. Well, now the unemployment rate goes up, so how can you possibly justify this now?
It would have fulfilled it in normal times, but we're not in normal times. We're in pandemic times, and the reality is that the economic issues that are facing people have changed dramatically.
The governor can't just do anything the governor wants without the legislature passing law. It is arguable that maybe if the legislature had passed a law changing Chapter 96, that maybe she could have done this. However, that's not what happened.
Since she started doing this, the Iowa's unemployment has continued to increase. In fact, in other words, the number of people who need this money have gone up, not the amount that has gone down. So her analysis has been dead wrong from the beginning and is panning out to show to be dead wrong.
Now, the governor's spokesman said this suit is without merit. He emailed that taxpayers should not be paying able-bodied people to stay home. He says the governor sees the 175% increase in people seeking work, which shows she made the right decision. Now, for a third straight school year, administrators navigate students and families through the COVID-19 concerns. Southeast Polk educates nearly 7,000 students from preschool through 12th grade. Here's what the principal says he has learned so far.
So we learned last year that, school had to change, but there are some changes that we made that we felt like were a benefit to our students. We went to a block schedule last year, where our students meet on their even period classes one day, odd period classes the next. That increased time in each class really provides some unique learning opportunities for our students. It minimizes the number of transitions throughout the day, so that's something that we've kept. We also incorporated an intervention period right at the beginning of every school day. All freshmen are required to go to that intervention period, and then upperclassmen who have demonstrated maybe some need are assigned to those intervention periods. What that's done is that's provided kind of a staggered start to our school day. Instead of having approximately 2,300 students arrive at the same time, we've got about 1,300 students that arrive at 7:50, and then about another 1,000 that will arrive by 8:30. So it's really kind of helped the flow, the start of the school day. Plus, it minimizes the number of people that are in one kind of waiting area before school. So that's been a really strong benefit for us.
You have so many different emotions going on with families, right? Right. Kind of every side dealing with something that we don't know a heck of a lot about.
Right.
It would seem to be a unique challenge probably for most people's careers. So how do you navigate your way through that?
Yeah, I think the number one thing is to listen to people. I think if students and staff do not want to wear masks, then right now that's their choice. You know, I think we encourage students to get vaccinated. We encourage a good hygiene of washing hands. But I think the number one thing during these times is to listen. Listen, provide space, provide time, you know, get back to people, have conversations. And then at the end of the day, it's really about family choice.
Is there anything special you have to do to kind of encourage sort of the respect angle, no matter where they are on this whole process?
Right. I mean, I think a mantra of Southeast Polk is really one SEP. And we really want all of our students and all of our community to really band together. And even though we might have some different interests, you know, we all have a lot in common. So we have a lot of student organizations and student clubs. How can we get those to be really pushing in the same direction? You know, when we have conflicting opinions, then we, like I said earlier, we want to listen, we want to talk, we want to provide space, and then we want to find mutual things that we can agree upon and have that be what kind of brings us together.
Straight ahead, where one former U.S. ambassador in Iowa sees similarities between the U.S. exits from Vietnam and Afghanistan.